After watching Unremarkable's take on Saitama going through Dragon Ball Z, I thought of giving my own thoughts on a different matchup. Basically it's the same video, but instead we got GT Goku taking on Dragon Ball Super. So I hope you enjoy. Let's start up with his power in Z, having a Super Saiyan 3 form comparable to Kid Buu, who had the power to destroy the Kaioshin realm, which is 10% the size of the entire macrocosm. The reason this is so impressive is because of how vast the macrocosm actually is. You see, the mortal universe contains 4 quadrants, each containing multiple realms, infinite stars and galaxies, and even their own space-times, with the afterlife transcending all dimensions, even existing beyond space and time. However, in Fusion Reborn, Goku, when powering up into Super Saiyan 3, was able to shake the afterlife in its entirety. This would make Fusion Reborn Goku relatively 10 times more powerful than Kid Buu. What about speed? Well, Goku in Cooler's return was about to match Cooler's instant transmission with his own. However, Cooler was capable of catching up to Goku while catching him off guard, using more speed alongside his technique. While this is impressive, this was merely Cooler showing he was faster than Goku, while both were using instant transmission, and neither of them really scaled it to it directly. But someone who does scale to it is actually Kid Buu, as his attacks could be launched and destroy Earth in the middle of Kibito Kai's instantaneous movement, meaning his attacks could move even faster than his technique. Instant transmission is also stated to allow the user to travel in a realm that transcends time. In newbie terms, fast as fuck boy! GT Goku, even being weakened and turned into a kid, can fight Rildo, whose power is even greater than Buu's, and can beat him with less than half of his power. Through the math, we can get that base Goku is comparable, if not a little stronger, than his Fusion Reborn counterpart as a Super Saiyan 3. In his battle against Super Saiyan Baby Vegeta, he required Super Saiyan 3 to keep up, and even then stood no chance. Baby achieved Strongest Form 1, which was his Super Saiyan 2 variant, being so powerful, he is beyond any Saiyan power in history, to which even Goku agrees with. This puts Baby above Super Gogeta and Super Vegito, being the most powerful characters so far. Baby throws a revenge death bolt, which causes Kibito Kai to drop Goku mid-instant transmission into a dimension in between dimensions, the Sugaraku space. This feat, while impressive, isn't much to help GT's scaling, as the Sugaraku space is a subspace in between dimensions and time and space, and even said that people from the outside could not enter, unless of course someone wants to play a game. Confusion gone? Okay, good. Let's quickly talk about how Maju makes all the scaling fuck up again. This is all before we get to Super Saiyan 4's multiplier, which is actually much stronger than I thought. Maju was capable of battling Strongest Form 2 Baby, and even push him back, with Baby stating his powers beyond that of Goku was in Super Saiyan 3. With the amps Baby got from his higher forms, Maju should actually be about 8 times more powerful than Goku was before Super Saiyan 4. This would actually improve further scaling, so keep this in mind. Golden Ozaru Baby Vegeta was so powerful that he can tank a Super Saiyan 4 Goku's Kamehameha times 10, and a normal Kamehameha is at least twice as powerful as the energy of the user, up to 2.5 times that level. With Baby being amped by 1000 times the blood sways of their normal amount to become an Ozaru, Baby is 1000 times stronger than he would have been normally in his Golden Ozaru form. Scaling Golden Ozaru Baby to the power of Super Saiyan 4 Goku Kamehameha times 10's level of power, but tanking the attack with no damage, using the techniques multiply and tanking attacks. This makes Golden Ozaru Baby with the 1000 times amp over 25 times more powerful than Super Saiyan 4 Goku in power. This would also mean that without the amp, Super Saiyan 4 Goku would be 40 times more powerful than a normal Golden Ozaru Baby Vegeta. And Golden Ozaru Goku could overpower Strongest Form 2 Baby Vegeta, who in his Super Saiyan form could tank Super Saiyan 3 Goku's level power, still was harmed pushed back at some point. With Ozaru being a 10 times amp, stacking onto Super Saiyan 3 being a total of 4000 times is actually pretty consistent. With Baby Vegeta being 8 to 10 times Goku's base to base, stacking the multipliers in Super Saiyan 4, we get that Super Saiyan 4 reaching a multiplier of 1.6 million times base form. But we are still not done, because after Baby regains full power, Goku absorbs the power of Goten, Trunks, Pan, and Gohan to gain enough energy and stamina to use a stronger variant of Super Saiyan 4, that being Super Saiyan 4 full power. With Goku now being so powerful he can tank Baby's attacks, which should surpass his own full power, being 25 times greater than his initial Super Saiyan 4 power, reaching a new multiplier of 40 million times base form. Ending the Baby saga, Goku, from what we calculate in this video, would actually be 4 times more powerful than what I calculated for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta in my video 5 months ago. Now we get into the Super 17 saga, where base Goku showed himself as so powerful he could warp hell by powering up, and Shock, Freeze, and Cell, who both saw Goku fight Kid Buu and they were confident to fight him. When returning, he was capable of beating Super 17's initial level of strength, which was able to beat everyone, including tanking Maju's attacks as if nothing happened. This is a stronger Maju than the one in the Baby arc. We already calculated being above 8 times stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Goku. But here you have Super Saiyan Goku doing better than a stronger Maju. This would in fact mean Goku got well over 64 times more powerful than he was in the Baby arc. And yes, while Mew considered Super 17 as the greatest machine mutant, this wouldn't actually mean he would scale above Golden Ozaru Baby. This is simply because he didn't know of Super Saiyan 4, If he knew of Super Saiyan 4, he would have known of Golden Azara Baby, which means the peak we could give a baby that New would be aware of is strongest form 2 Baby Vegeta, which is actually pretty consistent from the numbers before. But don't worry, because eventually Super 17 grew so much in strength and absorbed so much in power, he could survive and absorb Super Saiyan 4 full power Goku's Kamehameha times 10. And then Goku caught Super 17 off guard and killed him with a Dragon Fist and Kamehameha combo in base. Yeah, no, this doesn't mean base Goku's above Super 17, it's just as bad as ROF Blue Goku getting caught off guard, so really shouldn't be scaling this way. The Shadow Dragon saga begins and Goku and Pan begin to defeat the 7 Shadow Dragons, until they come across Nova Shenron, who Goku thought was the strongest dragon so far, but it turned out base Goku knew of Nova's full power, and his base Nova form, which scaled to base Goku. However, Nova Shenron's full power would be the strongest power yet, and Super Saiyan 4 Goku would scale relative. This would still mean Goku surpassed his previous Kamehameha times 10 in the Super 17 saga, making him at least 25 times more powerful than back then. Suddenly, Sin Shenron could one-shot Nova Shenron and can even tank a weakened Kamehameha times 10 from a weakened Super Saiyan 4 Goku. But after absorbing Super Saiyan Goten, Trunks, and Gohan's energy and power, his new Super Saiyan 4 form variant, Ultra Full Power Super Saiyan 4, Sin Up while blind. Sin Shenron absorbs the Dragon Balls and became Omega Shenron, stating he grew 10 times more powerful and even surviving a Dragon Fist from this same Goku. Meaning Goku grew at least 10 times stronger from his transformation at full strength, reaching a new multiplier of 400 million times base form. Omega Shenron was so powerful from just existing, his negative energy was corrupting and corroding the entire universe over time, the entire macrocosm. And while yes, this is an insanely overtime feat, his power would scale similarly if he actually tried. It would be capable of destroying the macrocosm. This is where Goku and Vegeta fuse into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Gogeta is so strong that he is stated to have no rival and could beat Omega with a finger. People says it's contradictory because Omega survived the Big Bang Kamehameha, but it's his Buu-like regeneration that is the reason that Omega survived. Gogeta is stated to be tens of times and sometimes dozens of times stronger than a normal Super Saiyan 4, which would be more consistent with the multipliers of Omega and the forms. So a low ball would have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta at 100 times Ultra Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku's power level. The fusion multiplier actually gets a little bit of an amp here, because with the Metamoran scaling slightly weaker to Potara as of now, and Super Saiyan Potara being comparable to Super Saiyan 4, with this statement being post-Baby Saga, we could assume Super Saiyan 4 full power is being compared. We can argue Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta at a high end scales to 8 million times stronger than Omega Shenron. Going even further, Gogeta defuses and eventually Goku rises with his changed state, holding a Spirit Bomb and can tank Omega's attacks with ease, with no damage and nothing really, not even fluttering his clothes. While he is powerful, with statements of further showing of Gogeta's power, I'd say changed state Goku isn't stronger than Gogeta, but vaguely stronger than Omega Shenron. Until of course, time skip Goku. But first, changed state Goku was stated to ascend into a higher dimension than the universe, like the Dragon Realm. This would upscale Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and later time skip Goku, being the third strongest GT character yet. And finally, 100 years pass and Goku's time skip shows the most powerful incarnation of GT Goku and the strongest power level yet. Yes, Gogeta was stated to have no rival, but that can easily be determined for the time he existed. His actual base form is close to Gogeta's power, and he can stack Super Saiyan 4 and his chain state on top of it. Where would this mean Goku scales? Let's first cover his scaling in the cosmology before hitting the numbers. Scaling above Kid Buu and Fusion Reborn Super Saiyan 3 Goku would scale GT to above the afterlife, which transcends dimensions and beyond time and space. Scaling above Baby Vegeta's strongest form 1 would mean he would scale beyond every character before, including Super Saiyan Vegeta and Super Saiyan Gogeta. Scaling to anywhere from this level and up to Omega Shenron's level of power should be comparable to destroying the entire macrocosm, with Omega being able to destroy over time through just existing. And when reaching changed state Goku, the power level scaling truly shifts, as it goes to a higher dimension beyond the macrocosm. In its entirety, for speed this would also get immeasurable to irrelevant levels of speed. So pretty nuts. Reaching Battle of Gods, Goku has trained with King Kai over the course of 4 years since the Buu arc. King Kai warns Goku about Beerus' power, saying that Goku could not defeat him. However, Goku still thought he could fight Beerus as a regular old Super Saiyan, implying Super Saiyan Goku by this point would surpass or at least reach the level of Kid Buu, with Goku even believing Vegito couldn't stand a chance against Beerus. Considering the comparison in power between Super Vegito and Super Saiyan 4, we can argue they have comparable multiples. With my GT Goku video, scaling Super Saiyan 4 to reaching a 40 million times base form multiplier. And yet somehow, with this multiplied by 8 for Super Saiyan 3, and multiplied by how many times for his techniques, and yet somehow this stands no chance against Beerus. However, a failed God ritual allowed Goku to at least believe he could stand a chance, but he wasn't sure. This already means that the failed God ritual is more powerful than Super Vegito by a landslide, and this doesn't even come close to the gap between that and Super Saiyan God. As with Super Saiyan God, Goku thought he was certainly going to defeat Beerus, and it was also beyond his imagination, which is insane to be honest. With the battle between these two, they were capable of nearly destroying the entire macrocosm in just a couple of punches. This cardinal universe has to be so big, it has to be capable of containing an entirely higher dimension to even the other world, which is what we call the super dimension of lights, which we actually saw in the Broly movie. This means that the entire cardinal universe, cardinal macroverse in this case, actually reaching a 6th dimensional property right here. With Goku then absorbing this power in his Super Saiyan form, then getting overpowered by Beerus' even stronger attack, just for base Goku to one-shot it later. This actually means base Goku can one-shot a 6th dimensional construct pretty casually. Then surpassing this level even further, Goku begins his fight with Golden Frieza, using a new form, Super Saiyan Blue, which is the transformation of combining Super Saiyan God and a regular Super Saiyan. Getting even stronger for over 3 years of training into the Universe 6 arc, where he fights against the time-skipping assassin Hit, with Kaioken times 10 on top of Blue. With even Goku by this point able to keep up and surpass some level of Hit's time skip, which the time skip does indeed have statements of transcending time, which would further boost the consistency of immeasurable speed for Goku. Skipping the copy Vegeta saga, Goku takes on Trunks, even as a Super Saiyan 3 to easily beat Trunks, yet somehow Goku Black is considered stronger, which Goku then fights as a Super Saiyan 2, which could mean Goku either got 4 times stronger, or Goku is holding back, which is probably more likely. Vegeta, while suppressed, takes on Goku Black as a Super Saiyan Blue, thinking he was as strong as Super Saiyan 2 Goku. However, Goku Black got much stronger and ended up nearly one-shotting him. This could mean that Goku Black is a Super Saiyan 3 level tier character now, which honestly makes a lot more sense. Transforming into Super Saiyan Rosé, which is in fact a Super Saiyan Blue variant, then with these characters getting stronger and stronger, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and by extension Goku would scale above this Rosé Goku Black, meaning all these characters would scale over 400 times greater than the previous blue tier. Goku Black fuses with Zamasu to become Fuse Zamasu, and then merges with the entire timeline, with the timeline infinitely greater than all of existence. The timeline being infinitely greater than the neutral zone, which contains multiple macrocosms and multiple dimensions that exist beyond the macrocosm, with even a heavily suppressed Jiren scaling well beyond that. For this same Jiren to blink away a Spirit Bomb amped Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20 Goku with ease, and Omen 1 and Omen 2 Goku would surpass this level massively, just for Super Saiyan Blue Goku to be able to overpower a stronger Jiren. If Ultra Instinct Omen is able to blink away a Spirit Bomb amped Kaioken times 20 Goku, this quite actually means that he should be capable of one-shotting the same Goku, which, as I've described in my GT Goku video, a one-shot is a 10 times amp, comparable to the Dragon Fist, which is actually a similar difference between Omen 1 and Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20, as well as MUI and Jiren's base form. And considering most of the scaling from the Broly movie and the superhero movie doesn't really help us for anime Goku scaling, we'll just leave him here. First, is there power levels in Super with higher dimensional scaling? Is it the Tournament of Power, the Broly arc? Well, of course, it's the Goku Black arc, where slicing, affecting, or just straight up merging your very existence of the dimensionality tier of the timeline. You shouldn't be surprised that this has some kind of crazy scaling. Oh. Regardless of being overlooked, the timeline contains everything, from the macrocosms, the huge and seemingly infinite realm of the Void and Zeno's realm, and theoretically the Dragon realm too. Regardless, the timeline should be infinite, being time throughout the whole of existence, spanning into multiple— hate to bore you with stuff like this. Basically, while the Dragon realm is a dimension beyond the macrocosm, the timeline is infinitely beyond every dimension within it, which would actually make the need for the numbers irrelevant, as Merge Zamasu and higher tier characters, such as Jiren and Blue Goku in the Tournament of Power, would scale infinitely higher. I know this video has probably upset a lot of GT fans, but hey, if we include the Heroes manga with GT Gogeta being above Xeno Gogeta, GT would slam. Although that would mean we would have to do the same with Super, who scales above Demigra. Yeah, maybe just scratch what I said.